Yeah, the best thing about US East, looking back, is all the people who used to talk shit and then they got caught hacking.
Flame.
All right, so I just want to send my apologies to Primal One, who has to observe 8 players on this map. Thank you, Jerry.
Let's look at this map. This map's a little different. This isn't Hunters.
Fucking can't even pronounce this map.
uh,
Look at the player bar. It takes up at least like 15% of the screen.
okay, so I guess
Oh, you
we
guys.
can introduce the players starting at the top right. As our green Protoss, we have Ash Dreamer.
This map.
At the 3 o'clock position, we have Silver in the purple Terran, presenting Soul Team. In
Look
the
how
bottom
tiny everything is in the minimap. Sorry to interrupt. My fault.
in the bottom right, we have Ollin, representing IRK. We have in our like puke green color, we have Max. And in the bottom left, we have Casper representing Eros. My God, there's so many players. At 9 o'clock, we have Sziky, is our purple Zerg. And then top left, we have Favorit, representing IRK. So yeah, this map is big. It's massive.
Oh yeah. Some of the bigger names that you guys, our viewers, may know is Dreamer. I think we actually streamed him today. Sziky, Kame or Kame.
Yeah, it's Kame.
Kame. See, I had it right, bitch.
Is it? I've been calling him Kame this whole time.
Yeah, Kame is with a C.
Favorit. Okay, so we got Favorit, Kame, Dreamer, GrimeBoss, and Sziky are some of the bigger names that.
So, I'd say that all these players, I know all these players' names except Max. I would say Silver. I don't think he's actually an S rank player. I don't even know if he's A.
If he's in Soul, it's probably A.
No, I think he's like an admin. I've played him before. I've watched his stream. He's definitely not A rank. Not trashing him, but yeah, and he is a Zerg main as well. I do know that.
Okay.
So he is playing Terran.
I don't think Silver's ever played Terran on a team game or a free for all before. Because number one rule, if you're doing this shit, you fucking block, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like all these guys, they're going like fast expansion, but they're.
I mean, especially since the map is so big, like you can basically 12 CC, or you can throw your command center Nexus down first.
Kame is ballsy as fuck, dude. Look at this guy, fucking Nexus, and he just fucking gateway tech inside his base.
Yeah, I mean this map is huge. It probably takes a minute to get from one side to the other.
Nice map, man. This was your suggestion, right?
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. I would have loved to see DeWalt play this. I really felt like he got gypped that last free for all he did.
Yeah.
He kind of got double teamed, and the guy that was attacking him went like dual fast expand. The GrimeBoss actually.
So, if most players going for the fast expand, except for Favorit and Silver,
Yeah.
it's kind of a struggle watching them not go for an economic build on a map so big. Like it's something you have to take advantage of.
I'm not sure they realize how big it is.
Look how small the mini map is.
And you know, there's 7 more players that they have to worry about, so maybe they're just paranoid.
Yeah. Now, one thing they're doing though, they're at least teching. So, I mean, really, what they might want to do is kill somebody early and take over their base. You know, like this Protoss above him, Dreamer. This guy went, force fast expand. If he rolls up with, let's see how far he is away on the map's perspective. That's a little bit of a wraparound, actually. boy, that is further than I thought it was. The way the map is
Up
designed,
to
actually
X2 for a
makes-
moment.
Oh,
A little fast forward. Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing anyone instantly rush to carriers. Like, seem to be playing like no rush 20 kind of deal. No one's really done any damage to one another. We see Ollin taking out Dreamer's scouting probe.
as soon as you said that, Max is sitting here making a fucking Stargate, bro. But now he may be going Corsair since he's got a Zerg player right next to him.
And we got a Corsair coming up. Max is also getting the +1 for his air attack. Safe. Everyone just... we got a GrimeBoss over here
Again.
with Templar and a Robo. Like 3 bases.
See, he's making +1, but he doesn't even have a Stargate. He's going carriers. That's why.
Oh yeah, that's what that signals. We got Sziky over here with a group of mutas started up. Going in for any damage yet?
That's
Possibly waiting for them.
for some reason it's not. There it goes. It unvisioned Sziky for me, and I couldn't get it to come back up.
Sometimes if there's a lot going on in a replay, the tabs will be slow for me as well.
Yes. See, GrimeBoss, if any of you watched our last free-for-all, GrimeBoss kind of just sat back, fast expand, and just took over the map. Then he took middle of the map, and literally just played an econ turtle.
Oh, we have GrimeBoss getting hit with some mutas and his natural, losing a lot of probes right now. Running into the main of GrimeBoss, easily taking that cannon out. With the muta micro, not even losing a muta.
Yeah, GrimeBoss is in some trouble, but now he'll be able to stave this off because he's got that third base, and I know he's not expecting to see that. So he's going to get cannons up to protect, and maybe get... Well, no, he doesn't even have his Stargate up yet. Oh, that's tough.
Is he gonna ask for mercy?
Oh, well, look at Zyky's base. He put some fucking work in, man. Killed him a shitload of drones, killing his main base. Oh. Oh, this lag.
Yeah, sorry, my game's actually funny.
Yeah, it's you.
Taking that crash.
I do like that this map has a couple of extra expansions on it.
In the middle.
Yeah, you've got that third base, which can, you know, each player has access to. But then you've got, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or is that just 4? The 4
GrimeBoss lost his main.
Yeah, GrimeBoss's main's going down.
I was about to say, I'm kind of surprised he wasn't taking his expansion back yet, but now he's starting to remake those cannons.
So Kame is getting his third base up and running. Just got probes transferred there. Ollin as well.
Really should have waited for that other cannon to be up before he did that. Oof.
And GrimeBoss is really taking some damage. He's got to be hurting.
3 cannon is natural.
He really wasn't expecting that. Like you were saying, he was, you know, going for the eco build. Not really playing defensively.
I think Sziky remembers that, and I think he's like, yeah, fuck this guy. I know what he's doing. Yes.
Sziky is a very good player. No, if I was to take one player out, if I was Sziky, I would definitely go for GrimeBoss being next to me.
Being
I'd
next
leave
to a little bit of revenge play. Get you.
I mean, do you want to worry about him? See, not having a ton of action anywhere else right now. Kame throwing it up. He's got 4 Stargates. Silver right now is sitting at, got his 4th factory going up. Silver is actually lacking on SEVs. SEV count's really low.
Yeah. Well, he just now got his expansion up running not too long ago.
Yeah.
So he's kind of a late expander there.
So each player has at least 2 expansions close to him.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd or 4th, those are going to be contested ones, right?
Here where this
Yeah.
probe is, whose probe is that?
I'm sorry, the 4th one.
The 4th and 5th base.
Like,
Yeah, and those expansions in the center are pretty vulnerable. The ridge that's around them, for the most part, the raised jungle is actually not a vision block. So,
oh my
Can
gosh.
just shoot.
What do we have?
Sziky.
So we got 1.
Sziky is not letting GrimeBoss take his bases back. I think he's going to be out of it, you guys. He's down to 13 probes.
It looks like there's 5 of those expansions, right?
4.
4. The 5th one, it looks like it's the 5th, but it's up on a ledge. The one on the right side, that purple hasn't taken yet, that's actually his 2nd expansion. So,
Yep, my bad, you're right.
The ledge. Yeah.
yeah, but it looks like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, and like Silver's still not making any SCVs. SCV count's low. Ollin almost has as many drones as Silver does SCV. It's probably more.
GrimeBoss. look at Sziky said, fuck this is my base now.
Yeah, he's got drones right there. He's doing the old teabag and run around trick.
Now, does he have Overlord speed yet?
I love it. Jerry closed the resource bar because it takes up like 20% of the screen. This is awesome.
I'm gonna close the what they're
Production.
doing. Action panel. He says, "Don't kill me," but he's
6 Stargate coming up, and massing carriers. Max just sitting back, building cannons, playing defensive. Looks like he's getting ready to sit a long game out.
hate people who do this. I absolutely hate this play.
Yeah, so let me get some opinions here. So I'm making a 6-player free-for-all map. I'm making it 6-player, not 8, because I don't want units to max out.
Yeah.
On the map.
Well, hold on before you go any further. You know that StarCraft Remastered has a toggle that you can actually have over max units, right?
But the map still maxes out and doesn't make units. Even with that, it absolutely does. Because this map maxed out, and it's usually set to not doing that. So the thing is, like, hatcheries, even though it'll say it's maxed out, and hatcheries won't make larvae anymore. Oh, GrimeBoss.
Turn on the extended. That's what it's there for. Like when you go to create game at the bottom.
Right, I know what you're talking about. You'd assume that they would have clicked that.
Not everybody does. Uh-oh.
GrimeBoss has been eliminated. This is a surprise to me.
Why is
we have bottom left open. Sziky instantly jumping on it, grabbing a hatchery.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at Favorit here.
Bro. Look at his drone like a vulture going after it.
Dreamer's out. He sees Kame's expansion here.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go,
The
baby.
production panel takes up like half my screen.
I know. I turned it off, man. It's just so much, dude. And
I love it.
You can't keep up with everything that's being built.
I think FFA should become a thing.
You know, I'm trying to think of a way how you can have an FFA tournament.
Oh, there's someone
Or
else.
like a-
Carriers
Oh,
too.
that's really cool.
Or an FFA tournament or like a league.
Oh my god.
Like a battle royale league. Oh my gosh! So Kame coming in with all the carriers, smashing through Dreamer's
The Royal Rumble.
army. Some good storms there on the carriers, doing some okay damage.
Just not enough.
Definitely not enough. Now, Dragoons are solid units sometimes, but I think there's too many carriers. Once you hit like that 6 or 7 carrier mark, it's pretty hard to bust through that. Silver taking his third base, taking the low ground base. Dreamer actually taking Silver's third base. But you know, imagine yourself as one of these players right now. Like, what if you have an army? Like, it's hard to.
Why does it keep coming up? Oh.
It's hard to attack someone in a free for all like this because there's someone else right next to you.
Right.
It's like if you're taking damage and someone attacks you, what do you do?
So
Oh, Sziky's main getting dropped. Oh, the mutas. Storm on the mutas. Oh. Not shabby.
you need like 3 or 4 observers just to capture 75% of what's going on in the to late game.
All right, looks like Silver's over here dropping Dreamers. Well, it's not his expansion; it's Terran's expansion that he's taken.
Look at those cannons on the other side, not doing shit.
Got mass cannons on the opposite side of the ramp here. See, this is where
Dreamer's getting hit from both sides.
Oh yeah.
That happened during the first free for all too. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
Dreamer.
I'll clean this up, I think, no problem. The problem, oh my god, so many carriers, dude.
Oh, and so we had something happen here. I'm not sure what happened, but Favorit just randomly dropped out of nowhere. Like,
Really?
they said the map was bugged, and he just dropped out of nowhere. I'm unsure.
Yeah, because he said he didn't get disconnected from BattleNet. He just spawned in the channel or something like that. But
Yeah, it's weird.
it's weird and it's really unfortunate.
I'm actually having problems with the map too. Like it keeps bringing up my production panel. It keeps.
So it's doing that because there's so much going on. Like the panels will like lag. It's like my panel lags like a motherfucker. Like I can't even see the resources.
Right.
It's just like a set number. It's not even moving.
DC getting repaired.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh.
Dreamer is just getting smashed right now. Sziky taking out favorites.
You should ban
Yeah.
carrier DCs. The next
Yeah. Okay. So back to what I was gonna say. I'm making a 6-player free-for-all map, and I want to make rules for it. Like you can only have a maximum up to 8 carriers and battle cruisers. Just like to nerf those because I want to promote more of a ground army, like max ground armies all over the map. You know what I'm saying?
Those are settings that you make in the map itself, right? They're not rules that players have to abide by.
I can make it in the map, yes. We can also just like make it a general rule of thumb, you know, because if I'm sponsoring a show match, dude, I don't want to. I think it'd be really cool to see a map like this utilized without like mass air armies. Like if this was all ground army maxing out, have some crazy
Right.
game.
As long as I guess the players, I mean, the rules are easily understood by the players. Not all of them speak English and stuff. It
Right.
shouldn't be a problem.
I mean, like, I don't know, no more than a control group of carriers. That should be an easy, or like 8. 8 carriers is strong.
Yeah, but you know there are counters. Can't you just make a bunch of dark archons?
There's
and mind
definitely
control them
there's definitely counters.
if you know they're coming up.
There's definitely counters. But you know, this game's 20 years old and people are still winning free for alls with carriers.
All right. Well, I'm new to the free for alls. You're probably better acquainted with it.
Let's see. I'm
Well, I'm just
minerals, mass carriers, man.
it's like, yeah.
Like, okay, there was actually a game. I can't remember. It's a really BM Terran. He's a foreign Terran.
Oh, speaking of mind control, look at top right. Look at Dreamer's main right now.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
Nice.
I mean, Kame was able to grab that. Was it his 4th, I guess, expansion earlier on?
mm-hmm.
And that gave him the financial basis to go mass carriers and upgrade them.
Even with Dark Swarm, man, you can't stop this.
Right.
Here we go.
Or what about this? What if you took the upgrade away, so carriers couldn't have 8 interceptors?
That would balance it out.
I could see players kind of teaming up on someone who went carriers. Throw down a plague, somebody else comes and does lockdown or mind control.
EMP. Plague EMP.
It's a free for all. I think there's room for diplomacy or strategic thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if we don't do something about these carriers, we're all going to lose.
Strategic thinking, but not diplomacy. It won't let you get vision. It won't let you ally or anything like that either.
Right. You know, Sziky's actually holding his own with these dark swarms in the Hydralisk. I mean, he's not like doing mass amounts of damage, but he's not getting pushed back by any means. So
took out that expansion.
Now we have Kame in the middle of Sziky and Dreamer. Dreamer is pretty mined out right now. He's only mining off 1 base. In my free-for-all map, I'm also going to make the resources, I think, 2,500 instead of 1,500.
That sounds like a good idea. I was thinking something about like that, but I didn't know what you'd want to make it. 2,500.
I like it. A map maker who understands free-for-alls.
Oh, Max's carriers down at 6 o'clock just got plague. It's a big plague right there. His carriers are also all a bunch of them are parasited.
The other one just got plagued too. Kame's.
Nice. Wait.
Was this map created for free-for-alls specifically, or you just knew that a free-for-all would be good on it?
Yeah, I think it was made for free-for-all. There's a guy, Excalibur. He's an old map maker, or a veteran map maker.
I remember that name.
And, he makes a ton of 8-player maps, dude. He's got a bunch of maps like this, like really large 8-player maps. This is probably my favorite one out of his. Before I sent this to you, I actually went through all of his maps. Because if I'm gonna,
that's cool, man. I appreciate you doing that.
If I'm gonna throw $20 at a game, let's find a good map and let's see some fucking good games. Fun for the players, fun for me, fun for you.
Well, if you make a free-for-all map, we'll use that. When I sponsor one, we'll use it. We got your jungles one right now. It's like Hunters Revised. And we can use that until you finish your free-for-all.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So Dreamer is using his... Since Kame's not attacking Dreamer, he's using his mind control to mind control tanks and defend himself over there. I don't think that's the best move since there's carriers all over the map. You probably want to save Like, if you have 10 mind controls, you don't want to waste those on a tank.
Right.
It's gonna die. Like, if you can pull out 10 carriers out of your ass, that would win, or that would be solid. But he is holding Silverback. He does need to defend this because his probes are getting picked off. That's his only mining base. And over here, this Kame versus Sziky, like, they're just back at it, back and forth. Kame's...
Ollin's about to join in the fight somewhere over here on Protoss. I really want Sziky to win because I love the fact that he killed GrimeBoss early. He's got these 3 extra bases down here on the bottom. I love it.
Is Zerg like the most disadvantaged in a free-for-all? I mean, it doesn't have PCs or carriers. It's what, Guardians and Devourers?
Oh. Guardians and Devourers get absolutely wrecked by Protoss. So the answer is yes. Zerg cannot do. Yeah. I mean, they got to use magic. They got to use the plagues. They got to keep the vision with parasites. They got to keep dark swarming and fighting it back with hydras.
I mean, Kame plays Zerg, right? That's his main race, but he doesn't pick that in a free-for-all because he thinks it's not strong.
Well, it's probably because he knows. He doesn't think he knows that carriers are fucking OP.
This goes back to the reason why Mineral wanted to make the rule. Okay, not so many carriers. Maybe cancel the interceptor upgrade. They're just,
yeah, I mean,
they're so overpowered. I was actually watching what is his fucking name? He's a very popular streamer. Nyokin.
Yeah.
I was watching him and he was absolutely fucking wrecking this Protoss player. This Korean Protoss. And he took half the map. He's like, I don't know why he's doing this. It's over anyways. And here he comes with carriers. And he's like, okay, so, let me do this. Okay, wait, shit. Okay, I'm losing my bases now. Hold on. And then all of a sudden, this Protoss fucking comes back and kills Nyokin. And he's like, I have no idea how I lost that game, except for carriers. Because
you as a Protoss, I mean, I'm a Protoss player, and you can lose 2 bases if it means that you're going to have 8 or 9 carriers up. You can sack 2 bases for time to build 8 or 9 carriers, and then it's really a game changer. Carriers are really strong. There are counters to them, but I think Zerg versus Protoss, the Zerg can definitely counter carriers. But if the Zerg has to also fight versus a Terran and mech or whatever a Terran has to offer, then it puts Zerg at a bit of a disadvantage because they can't put his full focus on countering the carriers.
I mean, look at this D-Web, fucking. You can't scourge. All the
yeah, and if you make 20 scourge, you're lucky if one hits a carrier. Or
oh my god, I would like throat punch the shit out of this fucking Protoss. Who is it, Max? And look at his bank that he has, man.
So the Dark Archons are moving out.
Ooh.
They're gonna go fight the cannons.
Yeah. You see those probes, bro.
Moving out with a solid, what was that, 8 Dragoons? 9 Dragoons, 8 Archons.
Sziky should really go around if he could to this bigger opening on the backside.
Yeah.
Where is
I think Sziky is scared to put his focus elsewhere.
Right.
Because he doesn't know where these carriers are.
Okay, they're all back at home. I couldn't find them either, but they're all back at home. Look at these carriers: 6 kills, 9 kills, 12 kills, 15 kills, 14 kills, 12 kills, 14 kills. Oh my god.
Yeah, we have Dreamer and Silver having an engagement. Dreamer's losing a lot of. He's lost 2 Archons.
I think he actually had this problem in the last free for all. He was in the last one, wasn't he?
I'm not sure.
And he went.
Tanks are a problem, my friends.
Max is long distance mining.
I mean, I feel like he should have killed a cannon or 2 and snuck his Dark Archons or.
Oh, Silver just got a huge EMP on Max's carriers. A lot of those carriers only have 1 hit point due to the plague earlier, so those things are weak.
Ooh, good ensnare on the.
Yeah.
Too bad
I was-
nothing followed up with.
Cute. So yeah, as a Zerg, you need to use Ensnare and Devours, and probably Plague, and Dark Swarm and Hydralisks to counter carriers and Corsairs.
You have to really use everything. At
You have to use a lot of everything.
Now, if you're a really good player, you could probably pull that off, and it'd be very effective. But it takes so much work.
Yeah, and that's a lot of different units and tech trees that you have to pay attention to.
Oh, look at these Guardians taking out these Reapers. Nice play, Sziky.
Sziky has been able to counter the carriers.
He's been able to hold them off.
He's been able to hold them off. There's no countering going on. Definitely not getting pushed back by any means.
He's down.
I gotta give it to him all game. He's been just attacking and holding his own.
He's down to 9 carriers. Now, he doesn't see these 3 carriers sitting outside his own natural base to actually use together to actually make a group of carriers.
Kame and Sziky are the only ones really mining right now. But they're the only ones that can really like stand up to each other. And then we have Max coming in, taking out Zicky's base pretty much instantly.
Poor Sziky, man. Like, he definitely has a bigger econ. Had one, I should say, because he's mined out now. But he's still got this top base up here he just took. But man,
I managed to pick off a carrier with some Scourge.
he's getting hit by both carriers here.
Yeah.
Feel for the guy, man.
He said, "Fuck that."
He was still ahead of everybody, I felt like.
Right. He had the most supply in the game aside from Max. But Max is maxed out on carriers.
He's gonna win this because he just opened up those bottom bases for himself. I really feel like the only person that can come close is Kame.
Okay, I'm gonna speed it up to X2 for a minute. I think we're kind of a slow point.
Agree.
Dreamer going in to play with Silver a little bit. I really feel like he's wasting the Archon energy, but just taking out a Goliath here and there.
Well, he's just doing what he can, really.
Yeah, I mean, run around the map with those things, pick off a carrier, run away. The Archons are faster.
Well, he's just trying to worry about surviving and maybe having another source of income, though. I mean, he's lost everything. If he can actually push back Silver a little bit, he can get an income.
You know, I don't think there's any income for Dreamer.
Well, no, not anymore.
he seems to be pushed back a bit. Some DTs. Look at the Kame's DTs hitting Dreamer's army.
Aw, man. Poor guy.
And Vulture's hitting the
Yeah,
high
double
Templar.
team there.
Tag team, back again. Checking up again.
Shout out to Dreamer who's in the Twitch chat.
And yeah, Dreamer.
Man,
Looks painful, my friend. Thanks for playing.
getting double tap, Joe.
Yeah, look at Max just has so many. He's got 2 control groups of carriers at 313 upgrades.
I
Kame
bet.
on the Kame on the other hand is only sitting on 10 carriers.
I bet if Bonif played this map, he'd wreck everybody. Carrier play, man. High level gamer with carriers. Good game.
Well, with the free for all, I imagine the playing field is leveled a little bit.
No, Kame. I don't know. Hard to tell right now. Axe is definitely huge.
Huge.
It's huge, man.
Huge.
So
Like,
Dreamer has confirmed that he made the Dark Archons for the carriers.
but never used them, did he?
He might have spoiled.
No. I mean,
Not you, him. Not so far. No. But
well, earlier he had like 10 archons all grouped up, and he had to defend his last mining base. So I understand the thought process behind that.
yeah, I don't think the carriers ever got within reach of him.
Right.
No.
I wonder if Kame saw the carriers and decided to back off, or he was just occupied with Sziky.
Fair battle.
Ooh, with the storm. Sorry, I should have slowed that down. Didn't realize we were still going so fast.
It's all good. Man.
Oh, coming in with the stasis. Oh. Yeah, it's really hard to see what's going on here.
Gosh.
These are some huge stasises going on. Hard to tell what's going on.
Dorman is 0910. There you go. Storm carriers.
With a plague coming in.
Okay.
The plague from the backside. Ollin coming in with his like last units.
Max is getting fucked in the ass right now.
Hell yes.
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. They said, "Fuck y'all carriers, bitch."
And with that storm took out 2. Oh man, dude, this is crazy.
Poor Max.
Max decides to dip out or not.
No, it's too
Carriers
late.
have like 5 HP each. They're all plagued.
There's no armor. It was just shields left.
Just like that, Kame is back in the game. Not that he was ever out of the game, but
What is Max?
that is crazy. That was like 24 carriers.
How does Max still have so much supply though? Oh,
He's maxing out.
No, mine.
Max.
There it is. Okay, it dropped down to 98.
Yeah, Max. He's massing Corsairs right now. Interesting. Corsairs take out all these carriers, perhaps.
Well, the thing is, if they only have 1 armor, then the Corsairs just have to eat through the shields to hit them once.
Right.
So he sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of his 8 carriers is
So-
1 hit after the shields. So
If we'll notice, the map is really close to mining out right now. So players have to be really smart with what they do because there aren't any more resources.
Silver is marching out on the map. Let's see what he decides to do. He's actually in the best position, bro.
Yeah, waiting patiently. Is he the only Terran in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Remake now.
And you ruined Dreamer's plan, apparently. Yours is Dreamer.
See, what he needs to do though is he needs to get his SCVs out, repair this mech army. He's mined out completely. Except
Yeah.
for the mineral measures.
It's the mind control of the carriers. You'd have to mind control pretty quickly all those carriers. Otherwise, if you do it one by one, they just get picked off, I think.
Oh, you just have your Archons a few screens away and kind of shift click mind control, you know? Like how you
Kame has got 8.
I'm a noob. Of course I want to know. Only Dreamer has that kind of mind control skill.
yeah. So Kame seems pretty dominant. He also has speed shuttle with Reavers running around with his carriers. Silver is just marching across the map, probably looking for something to gather. Silver is saving that last. Oh, Ollin, tired of sitting there with his 32 supply. All drones. Just, I think, just threw his last remaining Hydralisk at the bottom left base, one of the last remaining mining bases.
The last Zerg player has left.
Silver and Kame are the only ones still mining, but Kame has a huge fucking bank right now, man.
Dreamer just slowly here and there taking a tank off of Silver. Silver has the last minerals on the map.
Kame's got that left side base still.
Oh, that.
But he doesn't even fucking need it, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I think in a situation like this, you want to let the other players exhaust themselves, and you sit back, and then you grow. I don't think there's...
Uh-oh. All that status. Oh my god, he got like 5 vessels.
Ooh, that's a huge stasis. There's a huge stasis.
So if you mind control like another race's peon, you can start making units, right? In addition to your like supply limit.
Yes.
You can have 400.
You can max out on each race.
That would make Protoss OP.
Well, like, I play a couple different use map settings games. There's one where it's like 5 versus 3 insane comps or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're sitting there constantly. It's a regular game, but you can have unlimited upgrades. So what you do is you pick Protoss. You know, you get your economy going and all that, but you actually mind control the Terran or Zerg, and you just use all the workers for that race. You can actually get a maxed out army as Protoss.
Like a real, actual maxed out army.
Yeah.
So Max is running around with a handful of Archons, patrol group or so of Corsairs with D-Web, and some Arbiters. He's got a bunch of magic right there, which is actually a really good decision in a game. And you know, in a situation like this, magic is what's gonna get you your bang for your buck. All players are actually kind of heading towards. Well, they're just probes. Kame has thrown all of his probes into the center of his map. So
I just now noticed Max's new army. You see it?
Oh yeah.
Mass Corsair,
Archons and Arbs.
Dark Archons.
Oh, what a huge EMP! Oh my gosh.
That's funny as fuck, bro.
That was a crazy EMP. He just got like all of those Archons
got every single High Templar except for one. And he got...
That's nuts. That was a clutch EMP. I mean, he got half of the Archons. Oh, with another EMP, getting a bunch more Corsairs.
Oh no!
Oh, Silver is getting some killer EMPs off right now for not doing
anything.
Yeah, for like not doing much. These EMPs are like saving his ass.
Okay, so Dreamer lost the Goliath that he had mind controlled. Got 9 kills with.
I like how Ox has paid attention to the guy that's mined out is pretty much dead.
I kind of appreciate that he stayed behind and he's contributing.
Oh, so we have Silver moving in on Max. Not being able to EMP anything, dude. None of the Archons can mind control. None of the Templars have Storm.
He's EMPing the fuck out of all of them.
These vessels basically walked over Max. For Max going to be like the strongest player in this game, being a mere few Archons that are EMP'd, it's unfortunate for him.
I mean, I would literally, if I was Kame, I would just clear out the top left base, rebuild some gateways, just to, resupply my army really fast, in case I lost a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
You got 10k minerals and gas.
Yes, carriers, Corsairs, and a speed shuttle full of Templars. Versus a 333 Terran army. Some heavy vessels and Goliaths.
If he picks a bad fight against Terran and he loses it, I mean, he dies. You can't fast enough.
Right.
See, I really think Silver should have saved a little bit of money though and used repair. Oh no.
So we have the Corsairs taking out the 2 vessels.
Yeah, he's down to 1 vessel.
2. Dreamer's last 2 Archons in the center, going for their last mind control, getting a vessel.
These SCVs are gonna kill the Dark Archon though.
Oh my god, did he just... This is gold.
Oh, fuck, that was hilarious.
That is gold. Shout out to Dreamer for holding it down, holding the fort down.
Yeah. He's got a Goliath, he's got a vessel.
I mean, hell yeah. Max going for a bunch of mind controls on all these Goliaths up here. Did get about 5 or 6 Goliaths mind controlled and dead.
That might have won Kame the game too.
Yeah.
Doesn't have enough Goliaths to fight against the carriers now.
Kame's not doing much. He's just running around with the DT, getting some units off here and there.
Yeah, just kick us up to 2x, I think.
Max has no clue that Kame is sitting there with a 10k minerals, 12k gas.
That Dreamer knows. Dreamer remembers last game.
Oh, these EMPs by Silver.
Would have never guessed Silver to be in the game still.
Max taps out. We have Silver, Kame, or Silver versus Kame
Dreamer's
left.
just chilling. I love it.
Yeah, he's just mining gas. You never know when you'll need it.
Isn't this exactly what happened last time? There was one Terran and 2 Protoss, and Terran controlled the fucking map. And Kame did the same fucking shit he did, and Dreamer did too.
Dreamer running around with his last vessel and loses it. Bummer.
Did you see how he was moving around with it?
Bummer.
All paranoid and shit. He didn't want to lose it. Like, what's going on out here, guys? I mean, at this point, he could just ask for vision. Well, that's even allowed on free for all setting.
Yeah, it's.
So we have Silver going and hitting Kame. Kame's sitting in his base with his carriers, not even flexing with them, just a few storms here and there.
Maybe he's paranoid about Dark Archons.
Silver going to clear Dreamer out. You know, Silver should know with his scanners that Dreamer is out of the game.
Look at Dreamer respond by moving his Dark Archon to the back. Like hiding him behind the trees and shit. Well, I think he won the hearts and minds of the fans in the Coliseum.
Hell yeah.
Dreamer's
Kame coming in with some D-webs. Closing in with some Dragoons. Silver taking Dreamer out. Maybe some personal vendetta.
Gonna lose that vessel. Man, he almost got that Arbiter. So, Silver's lost quite a bit of his army now. Clean it up now.
Yeah, you know, in StarCraft game that is mined out, magic units are so important and strong. Right. You see that these storms that Kame's been getting off have been so strong, like so impactful. I mean, also Silver's EMPs earlier was nuts. He was dropping EMPs.
He got to the finals with his free-for-all.
That he did.
Kame's not even touching his carriers at this point.
Yeah. Dreamer has enough energy to get another mind control out.
Being super careful.
Finally coming out with the carriers. Ollin Silver's last remaining tank out on the map. Got one more.
Such bullshit.
Goddamn carriers, son. Carrier is basically one-shotting turrets.
gonna run. Dude, I'd laugh so fucking hard if he just lifted everything and hit on the map.
Oh my lord.
Oh, dude, this the size of this fucking map. It would take forever finding this shit.
That'd be fun.
No, it would not. It'd be awful.
Ultimate troll.
It'd be funny as fuck.
Building turrets everywhere. Every nook and cranny.
So Madhino is gonna play Oya in a show match I sponsored, and I asked if they would play the first match on Charmander or Blindside. And Madhino was just joking around, but he's like, okay, I'm gonna download them and check them out to see if they're Terran favorable or not.
For sure.
I think they're pretty balanced, right?
I mean, I would say Charmander's pretty solid. I mean, it plays pretty similar to Fighting Spirit in like a standard sense, aside from having a free mineral only.
Well, folks, 60-minute free-for-all. Only here, man.
Yep.
Only because of you.
What a banger. I'll tell you what, I definitely enjoyed watching this replay.
I
This
wish
was
I could get an 8-man free-for-all.
I will have a dope map for us to use for free-for-alls. And I think a 6-player is pretty reasonable to get. But yeah, what a game. That was kick-ass. Of course,
Shout out to all the players
the
that joined and played. Shout out to Minerals, you, for sponsoring it and sharing the replay with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that. That was fun. If you can find a 5-player map like the one you used last time with maybe, islands or something like that, extra minerals, dude, I think 5-man is really interesting because